Hey you guys, welcome back. So I just wanted to make this quick video today updating you a little bit on what's been going on with me. If you've watched my updates, my life updates lately, you know that things have been kind of shifting in our life and just changing little bit by little bit. We moved to a much smaller place close to the beach. We kind of just changed the way we live. And then in the fall, both my kids started school full-time. I was still homeschooling Chloe, and we prayerfully decided that it was the right time for her to start this Christian school that Taylor had been going to for the last 2 years. So that ended my 4 years of homeschooling. And then I just kind of found myself in this season of, now what? Like, what do I do with my life now? And through the summer, I was really trying to just figure out like what I should do. And I kept thinking, I'm gonna start a new blog. I'm gonna do YouTube full-time. I just had all these ideas. And Jimmy really encouraged me not to jump into anything, to just kind of take September and October to just enjoy the time that I had without kids for a little bit. It's the first time in 11 and a half years since having my kids that I've had this kind of time to myself. So he encouraged me to just not jump into anything and just kind of see what developed over the months and just be very prayerful before I take on any projects or start anything new. So I took his advice and I have not really done a whole lot. I've been working out. I gained a little bit of weight from the summertime because I just fully enjoyed summertime eating and being free. Also probably a little bit of stress eating with having a strong-willed child home full-time. So that's been kind of fun, I guess, because I've had the time to work out and change up my workouts and change up my eating. I think my body was just kind of hitting this plateau of just doing the same thing all the time. I actually think it's kind of fun to like challenge my body and try new things and trick my body, and I don't know, I might be weird, but so that's kind of what I've been doing, and praying and listening to a lot of IBCD podcasts, which is the biblical counseling podcast that I've talked to you guys about before. So I drive 2 hours a day between driving my kids to school, driving back home, picking my kids up, and then driving back home. That's pretty much 2 hours in the car. So I have been trying to make that time productive rather than just sitting and listening to music, and listening to podcasts instead. And I just have found myself really drawn to the biblical counseling podcast. They've really just benefited my life, my spiritual life, my walk with the Lord in more ways than I can begin to explain in this one video. I definitely have some things that I have to work through in my life. We all have issues and things that we're working through. I have issues in, you know, relationships, certain family members that are a little bit dysfunctional and unhealthy, and I have, you know, insecurity issues. I have issues in parenting. I have challenges, not issues, but challenges in parenting. And I've been to counseling in the past for anxiety and, you know, different things I've gone through in my life, but I have never experienced such encouragement and hope in those counseling sessions as I have through the biblical counseling podcasts. So I tell you all of that because over the summer, as I first started listening to these podcasts, I started thinking like, I would really love to go through the training for this and do something like this. And then I just kind of put it out of my mind because I didn't want to jump into anything or take on any responsibilities that God really wasn't putting on my heart to have. But the more time that went by, the stronger that desire was in my heart, and the more I just knew that this was what I needed to be doing. And so about a month ago, I started the training to become a biblical counselor through ACBC, which is a national certification. The process is 3 phases. I'm only in the first phase, about halfway through the first phase, and so it could take me anywhere from 1 to 2 to 3 years maybe. My pastor thinks 2 to 3 years. I have high hopes that I could do it in 1 to 2 years, but we'll see. I can't begin to tell you how much I love this. Like, I wasn't sure how it was gonna go because I haven't been to school. I never went to college. I went to beauty school, but I never ended up working in the salon. Like, I just haven't really done any type of school or education since high school. But I can't get enough of the lectures. At this point, I'm still listening to about one a day, and then you have these like outlines you kind of go through. So at the end of level 1, I will take a test and then meet with my pastor, and then move on to level 2, which is listening to a bunch of lectures again, going through the handouts. I'll take another test, meet with my pastor again, and then I have like the big daddy portion, which is the exams, and I have a full theology exam and then a full biblical counseling exam, and each of those exams take, from what I've heard, like months to go through, because each question is like a page to a page and a half answer. So I'll go through those 2 exams with my pastor, and then I submit those, and then I have to do, I think, 50 hours of in-person counseling where I shadow counselors and I am shadowed in my own counseling. So that has been my kind of focus lately. I'll still be making YouTube videos. This channel and this community is still really important to me. However, I'll only be doing 1 video most likely a week. If I have a video that's on my heart to make, I might put up 2, but for the most part you can expect just 1 video, usually up on Wednesdays, and it'll be a mix between beauty, lifestyle, health, and faith. All of those things I'll kind of encompass still with this channel. But for the rest of my free time, I'll be focusing on getting my biblical counseling certification. So that's my exciting update. I really don't know what God is going to do with me through this process or what the end result will be from getting my certification. I don't know. I just don't know. I know that I want to serve my church in helping and counseling other women if they need it, or mentoring other women, younger women, if God provides that. I don't know if I'll do life coaching or biblical counseling online, or if I'll make videos. I really just don't know. I just want to be open and available to whatever God brings to me through this. There's just only benefits really that come from doing this. I mean, it can only help me in my own faith and my own walk with the Lord. It's only going to help me in my marriage and as a parent and as a friend. It's not a major financial burden. There's only a cost once you get to the counseling part, where you have to have someone shadow you and you shadow somebody else. It's very minimum. It's not like the cost of going to college by any means. So really there's no downside to doing this program, and I'm excited. I've only been blessed so far. And as always, I'll continue to update you guys as I continue on in this journey, share with you all the stuff that God is showing me and teaching me. And if you guys have any specific questions about this or something you're interested in for yourself, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys, as always, just for being there and supporting me and praying for me and just being a part of this community. You encourage me and you encourage other people in the comments. I see it, I appreciate it, and I'm so blessed by it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and for watching, and I hope you guys are having a really great day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.